January 18th, 1807. After marching some miles, we discovered at the foot of the White Mountains, which we were then descending, sandy hills. I want to name them after me. We then encamped at the bottom of the mountain, but in the morning we realized we could not climb back up because it was too steep. I can hear the wolves as I write this. They might have followed us. January 19th, 1807. We decided not to try and climb back up the mountain, so we set off at first light. We all thought we were going to die in the heat until it got very cold. There were no trees around when we set up camp, so it was very cold that night, and the wind thrashed our tents. Not many of us got sleep. January 20th, 1807. We set off early in the morning before the sun even came up, so it was nice and cool. But then 2 hours later, we had to stop and camp again. We began to travel at night from then on. But we can hear the wolves behind us because they have followed us. We will keep a more vigilant watch from now on. January 21st, 1807. Disaster struck today. We were about an hour out when my horse got stuck and we had to leave him in the sand. We also lost 2 more horses later that day. Either way, I will reach the mountain and nothing will stop me. But hopefully someone finds those horses. January 22nd, 1807. We camped atop a hill for the night. We can see a river in the distance, but it's much further away than we thought. Later that day, we lost 2 more horses when we were almost at the river. We did not make it, though. We had to camp atop another hill. January 23rd, 1807. We set off in high hopes of reaching the mountain, but when we reached the river, disaster struck. The wolves that followed us attacked. They were tired and hungry from following us the entire way, but they caught up when we lost our horses. Now we are stuck between wolves and a giant river. The wolves attacked, but we saw our opening and ran. I was second in the back, so the wolves attacked me, but luckily they only hit the back of my gun. We had run out of ammo earlier from hunting, so we could not shoot them. So we continued running and crossed the river at a shallow spot where the wolves could not get us. Though we had lost our horses, traveled through the heat and the cold, on foot, and we were attacked by wolves, we will still make it. Through all of my journals, I have not talked about how curious this place is. The weather changes, there's no animals or plants. This is a very interesting place.